welcome back to stream. How's it going? Hope you're all doing absolutely fine. New stream, yes! Hi Walter, welcome back. I saw a YouTube video. Oh, I'm glad you saw it. I'm glad you saw it. It was funny. Oh, I'm glad. That's all I'm saying today. I'm glad you liked it. Or at least you thought it was funny. I'm not sure if that's synonymous to liking it, but I'm glad you found it funny. It achieved its goal. I'm glad you watched it. Nice. Good to see you back in the stream. How is it going? Hi Soka, welcome back, welcome back. How are you today? I see you're already using one of our new emotes. That's something I'm gonna touch upon today. I'm so happy that they're done. They're finally done. And they look really good. At least I really like how they turned out. And yeah, we basically have new emotes. There's some for like we have all the slots that we have at the moment for the channel filled. And yeah, there's 5 for followers only, which is absolutely great. Everybody can use some of the emotes. And then we have, I think, around 10 for anyone that's subscribed, and then for the higher tiers, just to be there, basically. So yeah, we have new emotes. I'm so glad. I did paste them all into one message, so I'm gonna put that in chat, but you can see them in the channel. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's an announcement I'm very happy to put out there, basically, because we finally got some new emotes and they look fantastic. And yeah, they basically have our little stream mascot as well, so that is absolutely great. But yeah, we also have something new going on. If you've already read basically the title of this stream, you might have an idea of what is going to happen, but I'm also gonna give you like a breakdown for it, right? So we can make things clear from the start. Today we're gonna be doing the 10-minute, 1 hour, 10 hours challenge. I mean, we're gonna be starting it because I can't really stream for 12 hours. I do have school in the morning, so I gotta be present for that. But we are gonna start it. And we are gonna start it with the 10-minute one. What is going to happen is the following. For the allotted time I'm going to get, and we're gonna have a timer on the screen to help us with management on that, we are going to build our empire. And the theme for that empire was decided by you guys on the Discord, which I posted a message yesterday with the question. And if I remember correctly, we had down below underwater and something else on the cliffside. Yes, on the cliffside. And you guys decided to go with underwater. At least that is the one I remember having the most votes yesterday evening. Hi Fiat, welcome back to stream. I was just giving the breakdown of what is going to happen today, what we're doing basically, and one of the cats is apparently not happy. But yeah, hi, welcome. We also have new emotes. We have new emotes that you can use. Yes, but going back to my explanation, how's it going, Fiat? By the way. Right. So, building. Did I say building? I'm not sure. Yes, I did say building because I did say we were gonna build our empire. And we basically have our theme, which was underwater. Which I was hoping you were not going to pick that, because I feel like that is the hardest one to deal with, right? Because building in general is hard in Minecraft, but building underwater is a completely different story. But we are building in creative, so that is a help for me more than for you, basically. So that is a small breakdown of what is going on for the first part, for the 10-minute part, because for the other 2 challenges we have left, basically the other 2 time slots, there's gonna be some added things on top of this. And the last one is gonna have something very interesting happening from every hour to every hour, basically. And you're very excited about the emotes. Yeah, I am excited because I've been waiting for them to be done for a long time, and I've been like trying to get work started on them for like a long time, and it just completely didn't work. And yeah, now they're finally ready. They look absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad. Actually, the artist is Kredduz, Kredduz on Twitter. I'm not sure if they have other plugs, but yeah, great artist. Great emotes. I can't see. I'm so happy about them. How much cafe have you had tonight? I haven't had any cafe. Why would I have? You know, I don't have cafe. This is just my usual Rhythm. It's my usual rhythm. Fuki appears, yes. He's going to his bed. The bed I took a picture of and put it in the Discord. He's happy. He's chilling, basically. He's basically chilling. Let me put this. Is it? No, it's the lowest it can be. Okay. Right. But that is basically what we're gonna be getting into. It's an interesting task. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not necessarily the greatest builder. I feel like I can sometimes be pretty creative, but it takes a bit of time to get the execution going. I've got some things prepared already in mind considering I knew what the theme was going to be since yesterday, I guess, end of yesterday, which is again underwater, so that is yes, that is interesting. But I'm just gonna load our world in, and yeah, I hope to. No, I already told you it's creative. You ain't blowing up nothing. Why would you want to blow up my build? Come on, be nice. No. I'm curious what is gonna turn out of this, right? Because I want to see like the end result and see if I actually did anything, right? If we actually made any sort of progress whatsoever. But that is gonna be we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm just gonna load the game in. And yeah, that is our theme. We're gonna have, like I said, after the 10 minutes are up, we're gonna start the 1 hour, and I'm gonna tell you what's added. I mean, it's not necessarily added, but what your involvement in that can be. And then for the 10 hours, that is later. That is later, basically. Basically, that is later. So let me get the world going for us. Why are you trying to spam commands? That isn't working here. That isn't working here. Let me see. Done. Right. Now, what I was thinking of is, do we keep working on the same one, or do we start new ones? Oh, wait. Yeah, oh, wait. Oh, wait, it ain't that. It ain't that. You can't spam commands in this one. No, I've learned my lesson. I have learned my lesson. What I didn't quite decide, that was I was going about before, is if we keep building in the same world, or if we keep changing them, like every challenge, I guess. There's 3 only, so there can be only 3 worlds. But yes, I'm not entirely decided on that. We'll see what happens when the 10 minutes elapse, basically. And think about what's gonna happen then. Right. But that is basically the plan. That is basically the plan. If everything goes according to plan, it's gonna look incredible at the end. If it doesn't, who knows what on earth the end result is gonna be, right? Hopefully not too embarrassing for my building skills. But I mean, how hard can it be, right? How hard can it be? It's gonna be a piece of cake, obviously. Obviously, it's gonna be a piece of cake. Alright, let me switch so you can see the world generation. You can see the square if it actually decides to see the game. I see we're back to gambling. Lovely to see that. Right, okay, so here we are. We've got our ocean, basically. That's a pretty big ocean. Right, Ardan, I messed it up. Oh, did you lose? No, you didn't. Oh, you lost in the beginning and then you won again. Oh, come on, that's good. That's good. You got nothing to complain about. Okay, right. So, I am gonna start our timer, basically. I'm gonna start our timer. I have to make it visible for stream and start it as well. It's manual. There you go, can you see it? It's already going. Ignore it. It's not supposed to be going just yet. Stop. It's not stop. Reset. Stop. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, basically. Hello. Hi, Nefu! Hello. How's it going? How's it going? This is gonna be hard if I have to explain it all again and again and again. We're doing 10-minute, 1 hour, 10 hours challenge. Building, I'm gonna add different things at every challenge, basically. And we chose the underwater theme because that's what you voted on the Discord. I put the poll yesterday. I should have put it earlier, but yesterday I basically planned all of this. So yes, ignore my great, I don't know, skills of getting organized. So yeah, we're gonna start the timer and see how it basically goes. I just have to not mess up. All is well. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. We have new emotes. We have new emotes. We have new emotes. You can check them out. There's emotes for followers, for subscribers, for everything. Start. We finally got around to getting that. Start. Stop. Okay. Start. Close. Okay. Right. So I have 10 minutes to come up with something. Okay. Ah. Right. First, I'm gonna give myself some night vision. Okay. Then we're gonna get some glass. I already have an idea for the first build, but it's the only one I really have planned. Or not planned, I got inspired from like searching up on Pinterest ideas, because I told you, I'm not a great builder. I'm not a great builder. So this is gonna have to work. What else do I need? I need something else. I'm forgetting what I need. I mean, I'm not needing anything. I haven't looked up the blocks. This is just me trying to make it look pretty. She loves her emotes. I do love my emotes. They're great, okay? They're absolutely fantastic. I'm so goddamn proud of them. I mean, I didn't make them, but they sure look nice. Okay, I would like a deeper ocean. But I guess we're gonna have to make do. How much time do I have left? 8 minutes. Right. I'm curious if you guys are gonna be able to, like, guess what I'm gonna go for here. I don't think so, honestly. Okay, 2. I'm trying to make it symmetrical, right? Right? Is that symmetrical? Oh, frick! Nope. Nope. Not what I'm going for. Not what I'm going for. Let's make it a square. Therefore, we have no controversies. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll get the shape going. My god, this is... How am I gonna get it done? Need to be quick. This reminds me of build battles on public servers, which never ended well. There was every time one person that was always winning. Okay. Okay, 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 not looking bad. Not looking bad, not looking bad at all. This is gonna turn out okay, I think. How do I make this look nice though? I don't know. I want some lights because I want to see it without the blocks. Like built, right? Does that make sense? How am I gonna make these look nice? I mean, if we get the design down, we can reuse it, sort of? Can we? Do I know how to reuse a design? Oh god. Yeah! Looks fine. Looks fine. I was worried about nothing. How much time do I have left? 6 minutes. That is bad. That is really bad. Let's see. Work. Looks fine. Looks absolutely fine. Everything is going according to plan. Right. It's starting to take shape. Lovely, lovely. Lovely. I mean, if I keep saying lovely, it's not gonna change the end outcome now, is it? Okay. Clearly building a jellyfish. Right? Look at it, it's so cute. It's so cute. It ain't an empire, but I mean, for underwater, it's pretty cute. It's pretty darn cute. Now let's make it functional. How not am I gonna do that? I didn't really think that far ahead. Okay, I'm thinking we're gonna do this, right? Because I can make it into a small house. Tiny abode. Small homes. Oh, frick. Wait. I know how to fix this. No worries. Do I know how to fix this? Yes, of course I do. But how am I gonna get rid of all the water in it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Is this is working, right? I'm not sure. How do I get a sponge? I was about to ask how do I get rid of the water? How much time? 3 minutes. There we go. Oh! Okay, not looking that bad, honestly. I mean, not very functional, I'm gonna give it that. How do I make our exit, though? Button, maybe? Oh, no, wait. Okay, we're not gonna have that, then. Slab? Okay, there we go. Now let's decorate. We're gonna decorate this. Yes, I have seen it now. Oh, and episode 11. Ooh. Ooh, how did you like the scene with the tractor beam? It was okay, not the best, but not the worst. The space scene was amazing. I mean, space scenes are the best. Flinty. I was about to say lighter, but we can't have a lighter in Minecraft, now can we? I need a pot. Not that kind of pot. And some chains. And some azalea bushes. How much time? 2 minutes. Okay, plenty of time. That doesn't look right. No, my candles! Give me my candles back. Light the candles. How do I make a bush? Could be worse. What else does a home need? Do we have the bookshelves? We don't. Oh, because it isn't the latest. We're not playing on the latest one. Actually, I should have put the. Not that. Not that! Game load! I really don't have time. I really like that scene. I'm surprised the box was where he left it 6 months ago. Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, nobody took that. Shaders. This one. We need the shaders on. Hopefully my PC doesn't implode. I was about to say explode, but that's Pretty sure it's gonna implode if that happens. 50 seconds. Do we add anything else to our jellyfish? Oh wow, would you look at this? Look, it looks absolutely fantastic. It makes my build look way better than it actually is in reality. Ooh! It's just a single tree and then a bed. What does a home need? I don't know. A chest. It needs just... We need loot in it, of course. Oh my god. The goblin in me wasn't manifesting. Chest. Quickly! Yeah, like that. How much time do I have? 7 seconds. Okay, I guess it looks fine. Could be worse. Could be worse. Can we see it from the outside, actually? Honestly, I'm pretty proud of it. For 10 minutes. It's good. I think. I don't like the music. Why is it the... I guess sort of like sea shanty. Not sea shanty, what's it called? Sea... song. We have a monument? What? Wait. Pause. Pause for a second. We got a monument? Oh wow. Going to channel your inner Bioshock. Oh hell no. No, 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 no. I don't want to fight nothing. Oh, that's cool. Can I set gamma higher? I don't know how to do that. Brightness is at max. Let's make them fancy. It was fast for when we were speedrunning. Now we don't need no speedrunning. Oh, it's nighttime. There we go. It's the same thing! It's literally the same thing. Okay, let's go back. And I'm gonna tell you what happens for the 1 hour. Or what happens before the 1 hour. To make it a bit more... challenging, I guess? As if building in Minecraft isn't challenging enough. Right, so... What we have planned is... Oh wow, what is that? Oh, it's that thing. So, what we have planned for the 1 hour, which is gonna start quickly, which is gonna start shortly, is, no. You really just want to spam the commands. Seriously, how would that even affect my build underwater, other than annoy me, obviously. Other than annoy me. There's nothing you can do. No, or more relaxed. I've had enough heart attacks moment last week. We're on the mellow side this week. Water is a great conductor. Yeah, I know, but in Minecraft I don't think that really works that way. I think it blocks it pretty well. I mean, it doesn't block it, because I do remember you killing me in a glass box. With some lightning. But, I'm not sure in creative it does much. So, what we are gonna do for the 1 hour, I'm gonna let you guys choose our block palette. Block palette. I feel like, it's not that interesting, but I mean, we're taking it slow. We're taking it slow. For the 10 hours, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. But, we're taking it slow. For now, you're gonna have to pick a block palette. And I've got some screenshots ready, which I took beforehand of, like, in-game worlds, I don't know. Not in-game worlds. In-game palettes I got ready in the weekend. Right? And you guys are gonna have to choose one. Just use dirt and it will look great. Oh my god. Shut up, Soko. I'm not gonna use dirt. Oh, come on. You really think I would just use dirt? Seriously. Okay, you can't see that one because of my face. Right. This one is 1. This one is 2. And this one is 3. So, pick, everybody. Pick. Otherwise, I'm gonna pick for you. Or I'm not gonna pick at all. Who knows? So whichever one you want me to use, go for it. They're not the best, they're not the worst. They're just color combos. I choose a 0. Oh, shut up, yeah. None of the above. Do you want me to make a poll? Do you need a poll to put a number in chat? Shall I help you? Shall I help you and only put one number in the poll? None of the above. Why? What do you mean none of the above? Come on. They don't look that bad. Poll away. You're not gonna vote on it considering your attitude. Which ones don't you like or don't you want? How do I make a poll? There we go. I forgot for a second how to make a poll. Choose. Okay. There you go. They're all very meh to me, but I'm not a Minecraft player. I mean, I chose them to look okay underwater. That is basically my idea behind them. Plus, I mean, they are 1, 2, 2, 3. Yes, I know how to count. Okay, it's 1, 2, 2, 3. There's like, we are not just gonna use these blocks. Obviously, it's just like more the color combos, which is like this is basically white and black. This is yellow and blue. And this is basically like red, orangey with sort of like green mixed into it. So it's just about that. Do you seriously not want to vote? What is this? Why are you so against me tonight? I was about to say today. 2. Okay. Okay. Nice. Someone's feeling in a voting mood. Love to see it. What, do you want me to use the goddamn rainbow? I could do that. I could do that. Wow. You voted the freaking 2 and 2. Love to see it. Pretty sure you can see the poll now on chat, on stream as well. For the record, that's the first 2. Yes, the first 2, obviously. It's not as if they're the same one and I'm manipulating you into voting for 2. But my manipulation has worked, and I think you only have like 10 seconds to choose something else. And I know you won't, because you don't vote. So here we are. I have successfully gotten the palette I want. No, don't you dare! Don't you goddamn dare! No! Why are you making them? Oh, for frick's sake. Why? Why did you do this? Why did you do this? Who voted for 1 and 3? Come on. What? Where's the else option? No, it's choose or else. I can't see who voted for what. What? That's not fair. If I could, you would get maybe a ban. But I mean, chat wins again. No, you see, chat doesn't win again because I anticipated this. And we have 2 votes for 2. So, I'm sorry, but I still win. I know how you work. I know how you think about this. And things are gonna get more difficult for you to succeed. Sneaky. I know, right? I know. I know. Manipulation at its best. So, we have chosen the 2 palette. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, who cares? And yeah, basically that's what we're gonna be using. Lovely. Let's switch back. Let me close all of this. The timer. The goddamn timer. This poll was as shady as a North American election. Oh wow. You're really going for it. I'm not gonna comment on that, but I mean I'm not North American, so technically it doesn't matter, but I sort of lean in towards your opinion. Yes, very shady. But it works. It achieved its goal. Right, let me see how 60 what is 1 hour in minutes? What's 1 hour in minutes? No, in seconds. What's 1 hour in seconds? How much is 3,600 seconds? It's 1 hour, right? Yes. See, I'm smart. I'm very smart. My brain capacity is something else. Yeah, those Canadian elections. Something else. Oh. Oh, I see, I see. We're getting more specific, are we now? You studied maths in school, right? Oh, shut up. Yeah, but I don't do seconds into minutes. That's more like physics. Physics problems. With maths, we've gotten to logarithmic and functions and other shit like that, basically. Excuse my language. I do not swear. At all. Obviously. Right. Well, I think we're gonna stick to this world. I'm just gonna build further away from my jellyfish. And hope for the best. Hope for the best. I'm thinking, look, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna look at the picture. I'm gonna build the palette. Yes, I'm gonna build the palette. I can't see chat now. Why is this more complicated than it has to be? Diff EQs? What is that? What is that nonsense? What do you mean? I am more confused than usual. Right. Let's see. Where do we want this built? I just want to get my blocks ready and then we can start. Differential equations. I'm not sure. I think so, but I don't really know how to translate them into English because they don't all translate exactly the same. But I'm pretty sure we've done those because we've done all the equations you do in high school usually. Oh! Oh! What do we have here? Right, we're gonna use that for our 10-hour build. I don't want to see what that is. My friends in college who were math majors hated those. I would have to look them up. Differential equations. What do those even look like? Equations. Have we done those? Oh. Yes. It's no. Oh. Oh, okay, so it's like derivatives? It's like derivatives but worse. Yeah, we're wrapping some of those up, but I mean we're not that advanced, obviously. It's still it's not college level. But no. Math gives people headaches, basically. Let me get our palette going. This is gonna be a pain. Alright. I'm gonna get these things on the block on the third block. Right, so we can choose. Mix and match, basically. I really can't tell the difference between those. Right. What's the difference between that and that? There's literally no difference. Okay, I don't know. Derivatives? Yes, derivatives. There we go. That's the one. And what is that? Blackstone? No, it's this. Deep slate. Oh, why is there so much different deep slate? I don't need that much texture. Come on. Okay. Basically, we're gonna keep it more neutral colored. Let's go with that. Still probably gonna diversify a little bit, but this is what we're basically gonna work with. And then let's look at some what is it called? I'm gonna go silent for a bit as I'm playing a game, but I have you on my second screen. Yeah, no worries, Info, no worries. Go for it, go for it. What are you playing, if you don't mind me asking? Right, and we're gonna add colored accents. Do you guys prefer one type of color, or do I have the pleasure of choosing? Is this gonna turn into concrete? Okay, I didn't think that through. Okay, sand. I mean, do I need to terramorph stuff? Terra whatever? Phasmophobia. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Well, good luck with your matches or games, I guess. Light. Okay, we can use that. I need some glow something. I guess we can use those as well. And what's the other one called? I don't know. Don't get killed. Yes. Well said. Well said. Don't get killed. Be careful. Okay, that and that. We're very monochromatic. It's not monochromatic, it's duochromatic. It's black and white. Where's the goddamn light? Am I blind? What's it called? Glow something. Isn't it glow something? Lantern. Sea lantern. Does that glow better than a frog light? Who the hell knows? We're just gonna place these down. I mean, that glows quite well. Yeah, and it goes better with our... I don't know, whatever. We'll pick. There we go. Okay, so we've got our palette. We got our palette. And now we just get right into building, I guess. God damn it. This is... I'm hoping it's gonna look nice at the end. I'm hoping it's gonna look nice at the end. Let's start our timer. There we go. We have 1 hour. 1 hour to get this done. Okay, I'm gonna get that. Maybe some blackstone as well. See how that looks. Some windows to block everything in. And some lights, obviously. Maybe some of that. What else will we need? Stairs, obviously. Maybe some of that. Some Freddy blocks. Hi Fluffy! Welcome back to stream. We're doing a challenge. We're already at the 1 hour mark. She made a Poland cheetahs. Yes, I did. I'm so proud of that, honestly. I was having my doubts it's gonna work, but it worked absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. This is gonna be our main area. Okay. Basically, this is gonna be our main area. Okay. It has to look pretty from the outside. I'm not gonna be bothered with what's going on in the inside. Because I don't really care. Okay. We're gonna have to build until we reach the surface. Alright, there we go. Creative base building thing. Oh, how cheated. She made a poll with options of different blocks. 1, 2, 2, or 3. Of course, you all chose different options. So she won with 2 because it had 2 votes. I should have voted 1, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, or something to make them equal, but she did not. Which, well, that means I won that one. I fooled you this time. Okay, so how many is that? 1, 2... But yes, to get back to the more important subject, you are gonna see my incredible base building skills. They are unequaled. I really want to make the facade bigger. I mean, I only have 1 hour. Like, I can't go too big, right? Because it's not gonna look great. There we go. I mean, I voted 2 on the Discord, so I approve. I mean, that was for something else. Fluffy, you basically chose our theme, which is underwater stuff. So, Yes, because of you, I have to deal with building underwater, so thank you. She told me I had to vote, or else. Yes, exactly. I was in favor of deferring to the regular Minecraft players, but she was insistent. Yeah. I was, wasn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm not sure we're gonna do any terraforming. I don't think so. We don't have the luxury of terraforming. We don't have the time for that. Why can't I see the blocks? Interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Gonna go here. I'm really curious how it's gonna look in the end. Like, I don't really have a plan. I haven't thought out anything. So yeah. Yeah, but in creative mode, which is barely an inconvenience. Yes, I know. Where you're gonna see for the 10-hour mark, things are gonna get more interesting. Depending on what, I mean, if I tell you that, you're gonna figure out what's gonna happen. So no. I ain't talking. Alright, that's that, and then I think we do one more, and then I leave it. I don't focus on the back for now. Could you imagine if could we just make a facade? Like, we don't care about the main area. I guess I could technically do that. Alright, let's see, how am I gonna make this? Alright, let's go with that. Looks okay. I mean, a basic pillar, basically. Do we do the corners as well? Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. I guess we could do that. We have plenty of space to do that. Now, I don't know how to make basically the entrance of it, right? Because this is like our main area, sort of. Does that look okay? Yeah, I guess it looks fine. How to make our main area. So I'm not sure we're gonna have time to like decorate anything. We could get some corals out, right? Make it colorful. But I also need to light it. Because that's like, it's gonna need a lot of lighting just because it's underwater. It's gonna look very weird if it doesn't have any lights. Even though the, what is it called? The shaders are helping. It's making it look prettier than it actually is, but I'm not sure how much that is actually gonna save us in the end. There we go. Alright. Doesn't look half bad for now, but I mean, that's not the end build. Now, what do I want in between these goddamn pillars? I don't think that far ahead. What if we do it like that? Oh! Actually, it's quite interesting. Okay. How would I do that, though? Do I need to break that? Yes. Does that look okay? It does! Oh, and she's super excited about her new emotes. Yes, I am! We have new emotes! I forgot to tell you! We have new emotes! Let's go! Yeah, and I'm gonna put things like this. Yeah, but I don't know if I want that quartz block. What other options do I have? I have this guy. Does that look better? Like for this. Yes. Okay. Ooh! Not a bad combo. But I don't want it to look too thought out. Does that make sense? Like I want it to look overgrown. Not planned, basically. Nope. Okay. So I'm basically just gonna focus on this building. Because I don't know how to, like, get everything done. Yeah, let's go. Super duper cool. Yes, those emotes are the thing I'm most proud of. No, I'm making them symmetrical. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm not sure that it's gonna work. Do they look spaced out? Not really. I guess that sort of looks okay. Okay. How does that look like? I think it looks okay. I honestly think it doesn't look half bad. Alright, what are we gonna do for this window? Do you do the same thing? I feel like we should start using different colors, right? Or something to make it, to differentiate it somehow. No, that doesn't look good. How about this? That doesn't look good either. Right? To make it like, to have texture. Texture? How does that look? Oh, wait, that, we could actually go for that. Doesn't that look better? Oh, but I need to fill the back. Oh, come on. I thought I didn't have to do that. This is just the wall. No, it's gonna take too long. The wall is gonna take too long because I'm changing things up as I'm going. But honestly, I think it's gonna look pretty good. I think it's gonna look pretty good. How much time do we have left? 50 minutes. I spent 10 minutes on this! I only have a wall! I mean, I only need to make it look okay on the outside. I'm not doing interiors. I don't know how to do interiors. I barely know how to do exteriors. Right? Do we do it? Yeah, we do both of those. Then I need to fill this up then. Oh, I already filled it up. Oh wow, I'm really thinking ahead. Alright. Okay, it's gonna be easier on the other walls. I think we have 3 other walls. Because, like, I know what to do now. So I don't need to worry about that. The outside of the water part, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure it out. We're basically just gonna figure it out. Now, do we make this identical? I don't think so. What else do we have for quartz? Don't I have, like... Okay, I don't. I could try doing some... like, layering, right? Would that look interesting? Deep slate... I'm not sure. I don't think so, honestly. I'm not sure how that would basically look. Wait. Ooh, we might be onto something. We might be onto something. And then, do I keep the walls like that? Yes. Okay, we keep the walls like that. And what do I do for the behind part? Okay. Oh, wait, and then we do this. Oh, yeah, and it just keeps on going up. Although that looks like a prison. That basically looks like a goddamn prison. Okay, let me arrange this a little bit better. No. That just looks like a prison. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna see how it looks. We're gonna see how it looks. Because if we get the design for the second wall down, I just need to replicate it on the other side. And then I'm gonna start working on the gate. We need a gate. I'm thinking make it look like a diamond shape. And, okay, I also need some light in between these. What if I do this? Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. And that, and then another one, and then another light. And then, what comes after the light? Then that, and another one, and then that, then a light, and then that, and then another one, and then that, and then light, and then that, and then another one, and then that, and then a light, and then we're good. Now I just need to get the back. Oh god. What is the back? I don't know. Black. Like that. And then... no. like this, and then like that, and then like that. No, I messed it up. No, actually, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, we'll do white. We'll do white. And then that, and then that, and then that. I don't know, does it look stupid, like stripy? I feel like it looks okay because it doesn't look that stripy, right? Especially with the light in between. I don't know. I feel like it looks okay, honestly. I don't like this part. It looks like a fortress underwater. We made a fortress underwater. Oh no. Okay, then I need to get this sorted out. How do I do that? What the frick did I do? I built this up. And I put lights. I used a different block for that though. I used that block. Oh no, I do have that block. Oh, I used another block for these. What? Oh, I did. Why did I use another block for the behind part? Okay, who cares? Whatever. Let's just build this. Let's just get this. Okay. And then I can get the edges. Look at that. Speed building. It's really getting somewhere. I guess it's really improving. Right. And then we do the back side of this. Which is basically spam. Right, there we go. See, I told you. The second walls are gonna be easier just because I know the idea behind them. Layout? I don't know what to call it. And then I need the little springly things. I need that. And I need to figure out where I'm gonna put these. No, not on the light. There we go. Right, okay, good, good, good. I mean, it's pissing me off a little bit that it's not symmetrical, but I mean, at the same time, who cares? Who cares? I care. Why is there another wall? Why'd I make another pillar? Do we need another one? We don't need another one. Okay. Let's figure out, what did I do down here? That's a block. Okay, I put a block and then a slab. Then I kept going. Yeah, but when did I place the light? One, and then light. I immediately placed the light. Okay. There. Now that, light. Light. That. Lovely. Okay, now I get the walls going. And apparently we have another wall. Because I decided to start another wall on one side and not continue it on the other. We're gonna see how that's gonna work for us in the end. It's gonna actually look okay or not. What do I do here? No, I did the weird alternative block thing. What block did I use? That one. Okay. There we go. Okay, this looks so weird from indoors. I mean, I guess it looks okay from the outside, but like indoors, it looks really weird. Okay, there we go. Right. Lovely. Now, I still got that weird pillar left. What if I just fill this in like this? Right? Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know I put 0 effort into this wall compared to the other two. How much time do we have? 42 minutes. We actually have quite a lot of time. I don't want to spend too much time on the details because I don't know what to do with them. Basically, I don't know what to do with them. Right. That should look fine. That should look fine from, like, in front. Yeah, it basically looks like an underwater prison. Lovely. Switching occupations, we're becoming a warden. There we go. Wait, it could be a vault as well, right? I for sure like my treasures stored securely. Okay, and then this. Iris, prison architect. Yeah, basically. It's a vault. Come on, it's a vault. We're gonna say it looks similar to Gringotts, even though it doesn't, but I gotta save my reputation. I'm not sure of my career as a prison architect just yet. Maybe in the future. For now, no. I was actually thinking of including redstone in all of this, but then I remembered it's underwater, and I was like, we're not draining the ocean, so. Have you played the Prison Architect game? I haven't. I've heard of it, but I haven't played it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a lot of fun. Anything that involves prisons is a lot of fun. I actually have something that involves more illegal activities planned at one point, so that's I'm excited to see how that's gonna go when we get to it. A lantern. No, we don't need it. I mean, actually wait. What if I just put these randomly? I was like, shit. Frog light. Frog light. Do we have any alternatives for lighting? Because I feel like it's gonna get old pretty quickly with these things. Like, how do I make it more light? Light. I just want light. Have you played it, Fiat? Have you played the Prison Architect? Did I tell you about the game Deliver Us the Moon? I don't think so. But please do tell me about it. I could use rods. There goes the rod! Okay, nope. What could I use? I don't know. Coral. Let's see. Let's see what coral looks like. We're gonna use coral. How do you make coral look pretty? I feel like it looks horrible. It's way too colorful. It's a sci-fi puzzle game where you have to rescue, fix a space station and moon base. It was pretty cool. Oh, you played. Okay, okay. Nice, nice. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'm listening. I mean, we could keep like a more dark feel for it, right? I don't really have a problem with that. I don't know how to make the entrance though. Let's see, stairs. Stair. So how are we gonna do this? What if I use this? What is that? Purpur! Purpur! What is purpur? Why is it called purpur? Such a weird name. How do I make this as... Ah. Well, you don't say that. It doesn't work. Quartz. How do I figure this out? I have not played Prison Architect. It's not super long like Info. Good for maybe 6 hours. Oh, okay. That's not quite long, yeah. I started a new game called The Occupation. Ooh. That sounds interesting. What's it about? Purpur. Purpur. How do we make a gate that's intimidating? How does one make intimidating gates? What the hell? I don't know. I know! How do we make that, though? I have an idea, but I don't know how to execute it. How would I do that? the skulk called? Can I place it on the water though? Whoops. Please tell me I can place this on the water. I can, okay. It's kind of a puzzle game too, set in the UK 1980s. You have to sneak around some office and dig up dirt on a shady organization. That sounds interesting, honestly. We could actually go with the prison team, but actually show what's trying to get out, right? I'm not sure this is gonna work, though. I'm not sure how big we should make it, actually. Is the skulk making that noise? I think so. How am I gonna make that look good, though? We have 36 minutes to figure it out, because if this looks like a prison, something has to come out of it. Like, you have to print out a document on a floppy disk, but some of the doors have magnets in them, so you either find a different way around the disk gets corrupted and you have to find PC repair the disk. Ooh, okay. That sounds interesting enough. Okay. Right. We're gonna go with it slowly but surely, because I don't really know what this is gonna, like, look like. Basically. It's gotta be something weird. I have an idea of what it can be, but I mean, I'm not sure it's gonna go exactly as I planned it. Things don't usually go as you plan them. Okay, okay. It needs some touch-ups. It needs to be rounded a little bit. It needs to also be lighted somehow. That's... how the frick do I light this? Maybe a beacon? Right? I don't know how to light it and keep it, like, organic. Yeah, I guess that... Oh, I know what those can look like! Maybe. Maybe, if I space them out a bit more. Have you played the game Eat the One? No, I haven't. I haven't. And you figure out the jellyfish. I'm curious if you're gonna figure this one out. Yeah, okay. Okay. Starting to take shape. I don't know how to shape towards the end, though. What's a similar material to... what is this? Skulk? Skulk. Never try building something like this. Needs to be rounder. Same developer as the Occupation. You have to solve puzzles and restore the memories of a woman with Alzheimer's. Oh, okay. Sounds interesting. And it's weird that they line up. I don't want them to line up. It makes it seem like a pattern. Oh, wait. That's a good idea. Wait, let's see. Slabs? Slabs? Maybe this? Can make it look like what I'm trying to make it look. Oh, night vision. I mean, it's starting to look... oh, wait, that actually looks okay-ish. Like, in the dark. I haven't played it, but it looks good. I already read that, I'm sorry. Well, if you say it looks good, I'm gonna check it out. I don't want to use that. I mean, we don't have anything that's as dark. That looks like a Flappy Bird beak. No. Let's look at the slabs again. Maybe there's something better. What could imitate? Maybe this or that. It needs to be dark. Like, it needs to be as dark as this. But there isn't really anything as dark as that. These things, maybe? We've already used deep slate, so might as well go for it. Yeah, I guess this looks better. Yeah, it could look better if actually we cut the beacons. Like, you can't see them fully. they could, like, we could get the message better. Message. Well, freaking message. They're saying literature. But like the idea of what we're going for. And how do I make this tinier towards the end? The scale is too small. It looks fine, I guess, but it doesn't really look exactly as it should. That makes sense. Maybe some trapdoors could make this look better. Oh, actually, that could be an interesting design. Yeah, doesn't look bad. And it's hard to get a monster right. I mean, it's not even a full monster, it's part of a monster. Okay, that doesn't look that bad. Honestly, that doesn't look that bad. But the different colors are making it hard to focus on something. Like, I want it to work together. And for now, it's not lighted enough. What about a torch? Right? Like, behind it? Is that gonna light it better? Oh, I can't place torches. How about a light? A fog light? Like, place it right next to them? Wait, what about that? Doesn't like... That looks way better. Wait a second. That looks way better. The beacons are just... Because, like, you know it's a beacon. Like, everybody's seen a goddamn beacon. I mean, that's not the point, but... I mean, I like how this is, like, supposed to be a full-on build. I'm just... I don't know, laser focusing on this, I guess. Okay, it's starting to look okay. I need to get rid of these lights, because these don't help. Like, they, like, distract from the main thing. Which is what... Wait, no. I don't want that. How do I light it without lighting it, right? Because if it's lighted, it's gonna attract your attention. Like, without you meaning to look at it, you're gonna look at it. Basically. I also need to make the back of it something. What if we make it... Oh, I know. We could use concrete, black concrete, for behind it, so that it looks like it's coming out of nowhere. Right? Is this black concrete? Wait, why was there 2 options for black concrete? Am I crazy? Might have been... I think it was powder, and I thought it was... It might have been... Yeah, okay, whatever. Right. Nobody's gonna see it from behind. We're just gonna look at it from in front. I don't have time to do the back as well. Also, who cares about the back? You just look at it from the front, right? I don't know. We don't finish builds from behind? No. I'm actually quite excited about this. Because I didn't really just want to build, like, a plain old build. And if this works, it's gonna look pretty cool. Probably not as cool as I think it's gonna look, but... We're gonna do something at least. Oh, what did I destroy? This. Okay. Alright, let's do that. And then this. Because that's gonna add more depth to it, right? I'm over-analyzing this, but I'm pretty sure that's how this works. Alright, it's gonna, like, the same concepts of trying to get out anything to, like, stand out apply to this as well. We could also replace the frog lights on the... I'm gonna keep calling it a prison from now on, and I really don't want it to be a prison. Alright. Okay. I would want to make an eye as well, but I don't really know what their eyes look like. What's that noise? What the hell? That's a weird noise. Why are the squids just floating on the... oh wow, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Nice. Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Yeah. It looks as if it's coming from like the... I don't know. From nothing. It's coming out from nothing. Right. Doesn't look half bad. Doesn't look really good either, but oh well. Let's make the top part of it as well. Let's start working on the top part. How do I want to do this? I have no idea, honestly. I don't think that far ahead. Do we make like an entrance up top? How would I even do that? I guess we could, because like how are you supposed to enter? You're just supposed to enter from underwater, or are you like not supposed to enter it, maybe? I don't know. I think you were supposed to enter it, right? Let's see, stairs. Alright, that. Okay. Doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad. Okay, there we go. Okay, okay. There we go. And we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do up top here after I get this done. There we go. Hopefully it's gonna look like something in the end. Okay. Right. Do we want it to look menacing from here, or do we want it to look nice? Alright, let's see. What if we do it like that? No. Not that. Okay. Right, and then is this gonna work? Because it's at a weird angle. I made it like at a really weird angle. Come on. No. Work with me! There you go. No. I want them to connect, but how the frick would I do that? How do you connect stairs on a diagonal? And on, like, flipped? Huh? Oh, wait, that could work. Wait, that's just a column. That is just a goddamn column. Wait, what if I could make it like that? No. How'd I even get that? Huh? Like that? No. What? How would I get that? What am I trying to get? Like that? Yes! What the frick is that? We're gonna use slabs. I don't really know what I'm trying to do. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It really has like a Greek pantheon almost feel to it. I mean, I'm not comparing it to that. It ain't that good of a build, but that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We got it. We got it. There we go. Now I just gotta replicate it on the other side. Basically get it done on this side as well. And I can use stairs like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay, and that's how we make the transition. Does that look... That looks fine. That honestly doesn't look that bad. Does it? I don't think... Okay. It looks fine. It looks fine. There we go. Then this one here, here, and here. Okay, now what? How the frick do I replicate this on the other side? Okay, come on, it's not that hard. Like, I did it on one side, I can do it on the other. Like that, right? And then I do this, then I do that and that. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Oh, come on. And that, and that, and that. And then this, and that, and that. Yes. That. I guess. Okay. Looks really weird, but I like it. Doesn't look that bad, honestly. Doesn't look that bad. 20 minutes. Okay, I just have to get the roof going for this. I mean, part of the roof. Probably won't finish it. There we go. Okay, okay. Looks good. Looks good. There we go. No. Oh, I need to finish the walls as well. Oh god. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. I did not think of that. What? Why do I have walls? Okay. Okay. So I think I'm gonna finish this in like 2 minutes, right? And then I can do the walls in like 7 minutes. And then go back to our little squid friend. Oh, frick. And I'm pretty sure you already figure out what it was going to be. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. Okay, I like it. I like it. Oh, look at the fish! Oh my god, that's so cute. We have to spawn more fish in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it comes in between. There we go. Looks pretty good. Lovely. Now I gotta get this done. And that's half a wall. Oh, frick. Okay. Let's do that. So they look sort of the same. And I'm gonna do this so it doesn't look weird. Then we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side, basically. There we go. Right. And then that. And then I'm gonna put a glowy, not that glowy thing, the other glowy thing there. And we should be able to build the top part. Build the back side. Put a slab there. Although I don't think... I mean, we're not gonna look at it. You guys are not gonna look at it. Nobody is gonna look at that weird slab. Okay, there we go. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I gotta get this part done. It looks really weird. I don't think that looks much better. to be fair. Huh? Mm. Mm. Something isn't right, and I'm not sure what. What if you do that? Yeah, I like it better. Looks like a goddamn Pantheon, but... I mean, what can you do? It wasn't intentional, so... At least that. Although I wouldn't mind if it was intentional either way. Okay, now let's go do the back side of this. I still have the wall on the other side. How much time? 16 minutes. Oh no. Oh no! We need to get this done. So I can do the gate in the water. That isn't finished. Because I moved on to this. Because I knew I wouldn't finish the outside if I hadn't finished it. What? What am I even saying? I knew I wouldn't finish like this. Okay, I need to finish this. I think this is half done. Basically. Half done. Another glowy. Oh, I can't place it. Frick. That's a bit annoying. It's gonna break the pattern. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Nobody. And this here. And that there. And that's perfect. And then I gotta fill this in because I was too lazy to make another fancy wall. So that's just there. That's basically just there. Okay. Wait, no. Not that. Slab. Slab. What are that? Tiles. Tile slab. There you go. Who's gonna notice that? Nobody's gonna notice that. You don't want to place the slab! I hate you. Okay, fine. You want to be quirky like that. Okay. I'll take it. I won't take it. No. Hell no. Let me make it them equal. Why? Okay, fine. Fine. The roof isn't my biggest problem. It's the goddamn octopus in the water. Which doesn't really look like that. I mean, it's just supposed to escape, right? Our lovely prison, which wasn't supposed to be a prison, but I guess it's a prison now. Okay, that's same problem. Fine. Oh, that ruins my aesthetic. Okay, this looks really good. Right, okay. I'm a bit annoyed those aren't symmetrical, but I mean, that's what we're going for. I guess it bugs me a little bit still. Okay, this looks good. Yeah, this looks nice. I just need to get the gate on the water. And I guess it's pretty much done. Sort of. I need some stairs. Let's see. Yeah, okay. No. 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 That. No. Wait. There we go. Better. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. We still have 30 minutes to, like, make it look a bit better. I want to see if I can, like... Can I place banners on the water? I don't think so, to be fair. Wait, you can. Ooh. Should we try to make a little monster some eyes? Let's see. A loom. I don't know how to make eyes, though. Let's see. Model? What is it called? It's not... What is the loom thing called? Like the... Not presets, but like... I guess shapes you can get. I have no idea what that is called. A banner? A banner pattern. A globe, a thing, a skull charge, creeper charge. I guess a skull charge works. Then we need some black dye. Maybe some white dye? I don't know. No, yellow. Something that's like yellow or let's go with orange. Right. Let's see. And a banner. We're gonna see if this works, because if it doesn't, I don't really know how to make an eye. Okay. And then I need some other patterns. Let's see, we have a snout. We have a globe, a thing. Let's see, what are these gonna do? Oh, okay. Wait, I want some white dye. Right, because I want to erase the skulls. No, the other way. Okay, and then... Oh, seriously? Give me a stack. And then... Let's see, are we gonna be able to make an eye out of this? We are. Wait! Wait, that actually looks like a calamari face. Doesn't it? A little bit? Huh? I mean, not like that, but how on earth? It's too tiny. Does it? Am I crazy? I mean, I guess these could be the eyes, right? And that it's forehead marking? I don't know. Ah. What if we get some glass going for us? Glass. And then some glowstone. Maybe. Or we could do the old... I mean, is it old trick? I don't think I can use, like, item frames on the water. I don't think so. Let's see some... concrete. Where would I want this placed, though? Because that is our biggest problem. Because, like, it needs to look like from the side, as if it's peeking, I guess. So I guess here. Right? Like, just a little bit. Like that. And then connect it. Okay. Right, and then if I... What the frick's that sound? We don't have no monster here just yet. I don't know what that looks like. It doesn't look as if as what I was intending it to look like, but I guess I can try to make it work. Oh. Okay. Does that look as I am intending it to? Not really. Because the white contrasts with those. Is it like that banner? It doesn't really look good. You don't have a... You have the timer on screen. It's in the bottom right corner. I don't think of making it a command. That's a good idea if we're ever gonna do this again. Hi Kraken, welcome back to stream. We are building your long lost cousin. How's it going? Trying to make this an eye. It isn't really working for us. I'm not sure how I can make it work. Can I place an item frame? Oh, I can. Oh, wait, that could actually work. Oh, that could actually work. Now I just need to make it seem as if it's actually there. And then we're all good. I mean, the skunk is making that weird noise. Let's see, what is this gonna look like? I just need to make this seem as if it's part of the monster. Plus they have pretty huge eyes in general, so that's... Is that gonna look right? Is that gonna look like how I'm intending it to look? I got 6 minutes. I guess so. What else do I have for Skulk? Guess I could try mixing this in. To give it like more. Does that look good? Like it doesn't. Doesn't really look good. What if I just let the top be seen? Alright, like I do this and then I do this. Oh, that actually doesn't look bad. Okay. Right, because it has some type of... I don't know what to call it actually. Right, and then here we make a pattern. Because it's easy to focus on if it's a pattern. And some of that. Right? Does that look good? Does that look fine? I don't know, I guess so. Still not quite right. I need to fill that in. What is this? Oh, it's because of the... yeah, okay. I see. Ah! No. Give me my stairs back. There we go. I don't know what to do to make it look more Oh, wait. Magma? Why did I think of this earlier? Hi, fishies. Is this actually gonna work? I think so, yeah. I think this is what we were missing. I think this is actually what we were missing. I needed to, like, shape it out. Nope, that looks weird. Yeah! Okay, okay. That looks a bit better. That looks a bit better. What other inspiration can we get from the ocean? Is there anything else? Water. I don't know what else we could, like... Should we try putting some water on top of this? Guess that's fine. Doesn't really do anything. Wait, that actually creates bubbles! Oh, because if I let them be exposed, they create bubbles. Yeah, they do! Oh, okay, wait, that's cool for, like, effect. What if I place, like, some behind it? Like, even if you can't see it. It's like bubbles, right? Who doesn't like bubbles? There we go, more bubbles. How does that look? Oh yeah, it actually looks cool. Okay, because it's like the bubbles. Why am I so obsessed with the goddamn bubbles? Okay, let's get some quartz. Some quartz blocks. Fill this in. I have 2 minutes left. Okay, I'm gonna fill this in. What'd I do? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now I just gotta get some fish. Or that could work better, actually. Okay, fine, no puffer fish. And I hope it's not gonna be too many fish. I mean, it's an underwater thing, build, whatever. There's gotta be fish. What is that? What the frick is that? What is that? Oh, that's sand. It's ruining my composition. Okay. I think this looks okay. I think this actually looks pretty decent. Considering we didn't really have an idea, we just started building. Yeah, and it looks fine from the outside, from like from up as well. Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. I'm happy. We have 20 seconds. We have 20 seconds and our sea monster prison is basically ready. And it looks really nice. Let's see, if I make it nighttime. Or maybe noon. How about noon? Noon is too early. Time's up? Okay, then I'm not building anymore. I just want to see how it looks like. Like from night. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Oh, that looks creepy a bit. It is finally done. What do you think about our underwater prison? Looks nice. I like it. For 1 hour, I think it's decent. I mean, we could have built more, obviously. Like, I sort of like laser focused on the goddamn tentacle and monster face. Those look a little bit like teeth. Looks decent enough. Looks decent enough. And now this is where the fun's going to begin. Where the 10 hours start. This is gonna be very nerve-wracking. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to... Right. So, for our end build, which is gonna take 10 hours, which is gonna span over our other 2 streams, basically, because there's no way we're doing this in 1 stream. We are probably going to do 1 hour this stream, and then see how we're gonna split 5 hours, and but not 5 hours, 9 hours between the other 2. But we are basically gonna use this as our starting point, I guess. I mean, we can have part of the kingdom, whatever empire build, whatever is gonna look like in the end, tie into whatever this thing is in our world. It looks nice enough. It has some structure beams as well. Look at this. Incredible. Looks absolutely fantastic. But our twist is the following. Every hour of the 10 hours, we are gonna spin a wheel. And that wheel has some interesting things on it. Some of them are pretty... well, they don't really do anything necessarily bad. Some of them will slow me down. And some of them are gonna be, I think, quite fun for you guys. So, although it depends what you consider fun. If you want to be as chaotic as last week, get it out of your head. But we're gonna see how it goes, and we're gonna spin them at the beginning of every hour, basically. So, I am gonna get our wheel out. You guys can see it. We're gonna spin it. It's not a. I don't have an IRL wheel. I'm sorry. I'm not that I'm not that DIY arts and craftsy. But we are gonna spin a wheel, see what it lands on, and then start basically our other hour. Because we're gonna do 1 hour, spin the wheel, 1 hour, spin the wheel, 1 hour, and basically keep on going until we get it done. I have no idea what it's gonna look like in the end because I don't have anything planned for it. But hopefully it's gonna look good. I'm happy with our prison, so yeah, hopefully the 10-hour build is gonna look absolutely fine as well. We're gonna keep the palette, right, from the 1 hour challenge. We're gonna keep that. And hopefully it's gonna look better and better. Now let me switch so you guys can see our lovely wheel. And hopefully it doesn't land on something bad from the beginning, or something that's gonna like make things difficult. Hopefully it lands on something wholesome, I don't know, something nice. Something nice. I want something nice. Right, let's see. There we go. There's our picker wheel. You're still trying to spam the commands. No lightning. See, this is what happens. This is what happens with these types of things. No. I don't know if you have this saying in English or if there is a saying in English in general, but like you give someone a finger and they take your whole hand. This is what you're doing. I gave you Minecraft with commands and you're like, more. No. Dawn. I know, right? It is a bit annoying. But yes, we're gonna spin the wheel, see what it lands on. They are hidden, so no peeking. Give someone an inch and they take a mile. There we go. Okay, so it does have a translation. Not word for word, but it does have a translation. Nice. Exactly that. Are you feeling like yourself? Does that work? That doesn't work. That's not a good translation. It's aimed at someone in chat. Let's go with that. Okay, we'll spin it, see what it lands on, and we'll start the first hour and hope we can finish this in the next streams that we're gonna have in this one. Yeah, I wonder who it is. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Oh, frick, why is it this one? Why is it this one from the start? Okay, we're gonna hide our choice because we don't want to pick the same thing over and over again. Okay, fine, you get to ban 3 blocks. You get to ban 3 blocks. Like, considering what I'm gonna use to build. You can't see the game, I know. 1 second. It's gonna get fixed. Must be Nifo. Yeah, I'm sure it's Nifo who's playing Phasmophobia. He's definitely taking the mile from the inch I've given him. Right, okay. Time to ban some blocks, everybody. Time to ban some blocks. I defer to Soko and Fluffy. Well, if they're in chat and they want to partake in this, I am glad to let them do so. What blocks do you want me to not use, basically? Like, I won't be able to use them from now on. Don't know. Don't look at me. Oh, don't... Me, no square block. Wow, thank you. No square blocks. It's literally Minecraft. What am I gonna do? I can draw circles. Can't really do that. This is the build we build in 1 hour. If you want, you can choose blocks from this. Because this is the palette we've been using, basically. So, if you ban the right ones, it's gonna make it really difficult. No square blocks. You can't ban no square blocks. That's not how this works. Do you want me to pull up a pole again? Are we doing the pole thing again? I'd say no lava, but those look kinda cool. Yeah, I know, right? I know. We could also have a switch some of the blocks, right? Maybe you have grown tired of the white and black. I don't really want to ban anything. Okay, that's fair point. God damn it. Our first roll, and it's not a you're not happy. Respin. You want a respin! You want a respin. Guys, I'm gonna have to come up with more things for the wheel at this rate. Okay, I guess banning. I guess you're nice. You don't want to ban any blocks. I thought you'd be in your murderous mood. I guess I was wrong. Guess I was wrong. Okay, fine. We're gonna spin it again, and future me is gonna have to deal with the consequences. Let me switch again. Right, you're nice. You don't want to ban blocks. Let's see what else it lands on. Hopefully something that doesn't require decision making. Okay, I know what I don't want it to land on. Come on. Be something nice. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm fine with that. Banning blocks just is the same as hitting Iris with lightning. Yes, yes, exactly. It just isn't the same feel. Okay. Done. I got it. I got it. I got it. It's fine. That is actually quite alright. It's not gonna be nighttime for forever. Okay, don't get your hopes up. We're just gonna start building in nighttime. Considering this is like the first spin. I mean second, but it's the first spin of the 10 hours build challenge, I guess. So we're gonna see how that goes for us. Oh my god. How are we gonna get this done? We have plenty of time, but that doesn't really make me feel any better. I don't know how to integrate water with this. Okay, let me grab the blocks. Like, we have to fly so much before we even get to where the blocks are. Okay, we'll just start and I'll get the quartz and everything and start mapping things out. I think that's what I'm gonna do for like our first hour. Figure out where we want everything to go, right? Because this is big. This is really big. Let me get the timer going again. For 1 hour. Reset. Close. Right, 1 hour. Here we go. First hour, basically. Okay, more quartz. More blocks. More of that. More stairs. More of that. There we go. And then... Okay. Do I really want to use this, though? I feel like it screws with me more than helps me. Because I'm not sure how to map everything out using the terrain I've been given. Right? Like, I guess what I could try to do is like leave most of these things around and try to build around it. Because I only need to get it done on the outside. I don't need the interior for it. So this could be interesting to see. Ooh, what if we made it like as if it's rising out of the water? Right? And like it's breaking apart this sort of like mountainous area? I think so. Wasn't it supposed to be night, or was that a scam to like... Oh, no, 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 I forgot. I forgot. Oh, you wanted nighttime. You don't want to vote for blacks, though. Well, I guess I should be happy about that. Okay, I won't use nighttime pots, because that basically defeats the whole point. So, nighttime it is. Quite peaceful. Let me turn the music back on. I don't know, though. Like, I'm gonna fill this in. I need to get like some balconies and something going. So that's gonna be a bit problematic, I guess. I don't know. How does something burst out of a mountain? Like, how does that work? And is it just gonna be me filling this thing in? I don't really want to do that. How do you make something look destroyed? I don't know. And there's so many mobs lurking around. Oh, why are you doing that? Let's see the blocks. It's a bit annoying. There we go. Lovely. Work with me. Okay, and I need to light this thing better. The theme is supposed to be underwater. I'm basically building over water. Does that count? It counts. It counts. It counts, right? It counts. Because it is water themed. Like, I'm gonna have water flowing from it. And from different places. I guess it's a bit like... Am I making it a bit sort of like... Do you remember the movie like Atlantis? The City of Atlantis? With Kira? I don't know what the guy's name was. He was wearing like some type of glasses. Kids movie, animated, but it reminds me of that a little bit. But I mean, theirs was underwater and surrounded by lava. This one isn't really going for that feel. What if I just make one side of it? I mean, I could try to focus on one part, right? And then go around to doing the not one part, one side, and then go around to doing the others. And then go around to doing like what's close to it, right? Because there's got to be something close to it. Pretty sure more like destroyed close to it. Because if it's like coming out of the water, either something is making it come out of the water, or it's just levitating, which is problematic. So whichever one of those is gonna be, gotta figure out the logistics of that. And I want it to make more rounded, so we're gonna have to figure that out as well. How to make something rounded. Like, oh, I mean, this is like the biggest, like, empty area, basically. What if I just try already going for something? If I make it round, like this. I mean, how am I gonna get the symmetry right? I don't know. I'm really worried about that. I don't think it's gonna be symmetrical, to be fair. Like, there's no way I'm able to make this thing symmetrical. I mean, it doesn't really have to all be symmetrical, to be fair. I say to be fair quite a lot. And just, like, part of it has to look symmetrical. Right? Because if we do that, and then keep on building, it's at least gonna look like something. I need the pillars again. Right, because if we do that, and then that, right, and then that. Okay. And then I don't really know. How do you make this look good? It's so big. That's what like scaring me a little bit, because it's a bit too big. Like the whole mountain, it's as long as you get part of it done, I'm fine with that. I'm curious how it's gonna look in the daytime. Right? Because for now it looks fine-ish, I guess. Could look worse, could look better, but doesn't look half bad. Alright, let's I'm gonna fill it in because I feel like that helps quite a lot. So we're gonna fill part of it in. Like, keep filling it in and keep building balconies, I guess. That's apparently doing something. So if it's doing something, might as well keep doing it. Alright. Wait, actually I forgot. We can make a time lapse if I stop this. And remember to go back to the recorder. Okay. How is this looking? I think it's gonna look a bit wonky. Yeah. Doesn't necessarily look bad, but it isn't quite right either. And this is like such a big area that has nothing in it. What if we make like a dead coral tree? Could we do that? Like steal a bit of the aesthetic from like Lord of the Rings and make like a dead tree? Although I don't think yours was dead at first. Whatever. Like make a tree. Right? Like on another separate balcony, but like make a goddamn a very big tree so that I can fill that area up. Oh, there's so many phantoms. Just because I haven't been sleeping. I mean, who cares? They don't really affect me. Right, because if you make the tree big enough, that's gonna occupy like this space, which I don't know what to put here. I don't know. The balconies are gonna only do so much. Something else has to fill that area. This is gonna have to be another balcony. Maybe this is gonna, like, this is gonna be about a destroyed balcony. Right? I think so. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see what kind of balcony this is gonna be. There we go. Okay, that doesn't look good. Doesn't matter. We'll come back to it later. Oh, okay. If I fill this up a little bit, like, get the general area where I want the tree to be. Yeah, whatever. How do we make it? I mean, I can make it out of dead coral, but how do we make it look like a underwater tree? Like maybe an anemone? Right? I mean, those are not really plants, though they're animals. Why does that matter? Because the nerd in me is not happy calling them plants. No. Right, let's put that there. And then this is I'm gonna have to start blocking this in as well. Oh, daytime. I can see how it looks like now. Okay, yeah, I feel like if we put the tree up there. But I don't want it to make it look too similar to... Was it called Gondor? I don't know, I think so. Minas Tirith? I think that's what it was called. I might be messing it up. I don't really remember for sure the name for it, so if I'm getting it wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, die. Lovely. Right? Because if I do the balconies here, then the big balcony up here, and then, I don't know, whatever else comes after that, should be fine. Should be actually pretty fine. Alright, let's see. Music, do you want to work? Nothing's playing. Okay, there we go. There we go. Come on. Right. Okay. Right. I guess it's getting a bit laggy, I feel like. I mean, it's to be expected considering what on earth we're building, but Right, okay. Looks pretty neat. Looks pretty neat. Right, I'm gonna try to block in where the big tree is gonna be. Like, I mean, big tree. I don't know if it's gonna be a tree. Okay. I wanted like here. This is gonna like mark where it begins, where the platform begins. Right, and I need to make it round again. That's gonna. Why do they have to be round? Minecraft is not made to have round things in it. I mean, I guess the bigger they are, the rounder they seem. For like builds. But still. Is that fine? I guess it's okay. I can't also go too overboard with it, because then it's gonna look weird. It's already starting to look wonky. Not gonna lie. Why are my blocks invisible again? Come on, walk with me. Okay. Okay. Doesn't look that bad. Doesn't honestly look that bad. Could be worse. It could really be worse. Okay, and here I'm gonna like round it off. So here it doesn't need to be round from the start. I can round it off later. Let's build this. Right. Start building that. There we go. Nope. There we go. Right. Lovely. Where's the night? I made it night. I'm not keeping it night. Do you really want it to be nighttime all the time? You can't see anything. It looks very unnight to me. I made it nighttime in the beginning. It didn't specify how long it has to be nighttime for. And do not tell me I'm scamming you. I'm not scamming you. What did the spinner say? Make it nighttime. It doesn't say for how long. I know. Debatable, but I didn't say for how long. And you wonder why we were spamming you with lightning. What do you mean I'm not trustworthy? Oh, come on. I don't deserve the lightning and fire and glass boxes. No! Come on. No. That was the most chaotic stream I've ever done. Like, considering game and everything, and the fact that we were stuck in the same place for 2 hours or more. Did I wait? If this isn't uneven, I'm gonna be so angry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh frick! It's even. 12, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, those ones. Fine, whatever. That was one of your top 5 streams in my honest opinion. Yeah, it was. No. It was really fun. It was really fun. I'm getting revenge though. You spammed me with lightning, now I'm spamming you with builds. Although I guess that's a bit annoying for me as well. Considering I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I think cooking with Olga was top 2 or 3. For enjoyment reasons, I think yes. If we're ranking them like that, then I agree. But yes, that was a really fun one. I'm gonna polish the idea a little bit more before we're gonna do it again. Because we need to get, like, some things figured out, I guess. And I need to, like, learn a bit more how to modify the code so that it fits our stream expectations. I don't know what to call them. I'm glad you like the Cooking with Olga stream, though. That was an experiment that I haven't repeated since then, but really was an experiment. I had no idea how that was gonna work. And considering our camera ran out of battery, that was unexpected. Alright, does that look fine? Honestly, I think it looks okay. I think it looks quite nice. I'm probably gonna start doing the tree just because I want to do something fun. Right? I want to figure out how that's gonna look like. It was different and very good to see a different side of you too. Yeah, I guess so. If you put it like that, then yes. I agree with you. Plus it's different IRL interaction compared to gaming. All we need now is a stream with mom, but I know she's camera shy. I mean, I'm more against it than I think she is. Not for any particular reason, but I don't know. Two, three, four, five, six. Like, I wanted to go well, but not like from a necessarily stream perspective, just from a I don't know. Everything going fine, considering it's still the internet. But I haven't really had any problems with that in the past, so my fears, I guess, are just, I don't know. Not really. There isn't really an explanation for them. Fear of mom being popular. I mean, she's already more popular than I'm ever gonna be. She's like the personality that's most beloved on stream. At least that's how I see things. If it's different, then maybe I'm reading the room wrong, but I don't think I am. Oh, it started raining. How do I make this? Like that? Huh? Or maybe. I mean, Christmas is approaching. You never know, you might get an early Christmas present. If that can... Yes, that's considered a Christmas present. That looks fine. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. There you go. Okay. I'm not sure if these are equal. I sure hope they are. If it's lopsided, I'm gonna be so angry. Let's see. I don't think they're equal anymore because I've been breaking blocks as well as just placing them. Like, see, wait, look, it's already nighttime. I'm not gonna make it daytime. Considering we got that already in the spinny wheel. It's not equal, but who cares? Nobody's gonna notice. It looks fine. Honestly, it looks pretty good. Okay, now how am I gonna do? Why am I always breaking the blocks I'm putting in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Okay, how do I make the tree thing? Does that work? That doesn't work. What the hell did I do? What'd I do? Okay. Reminds me of the observatory observation tower at Hogwarts. It does, doesn't it? A little bit. I mean, more than a little bit. I'm not mad though about that. I like that it's going that way. Okay, and I want some water flowing because it is coming out of the little water. Or at least that's what we're going for here. We still gotta keep our theme in mind. Oh, frick off. Ripped up. Oh my god, no! Yes, but actually, you're alright. May he rest in peace. Good headmaster. Although he did do his own social experiment with Harry Potter. That's alright. That's literally watering my balcony. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, no water here then. How do I make the tree? Let's see, coral. I need dead coral. How am I gonna make a tree out of this? I don't know. Can I have sea? What are they? Sea pickles? 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 Sea pickles? Sea pickles. Do they glow? Do the sea pickles glow? They glow. Sea pickles glow! Why do they glow? Huh? Oh. Never did that here. Right? They look like mushrooms a little bit. They look weird because they're glowing and nothing else is glowing. I can place like something to make it glow, but I don't know what. Lanterns maybe? Do you use worm tones? This isn't worm toned though. The pickles aren't worm toned, are they? They are. What the hell? How are the pickles? Okay, that looks better. We're gonna. Oh, I can't put the lantern then. I'm gonna put it there. It's hidden. Doesn't look nice if it's hidden. Okay, how do we build the goddamn tree? Why decide to make a tree? Out of everything I could possibly make, why a tree? And why not? No. Okay, and now I'm just gonna have to build the body of the tree. And I'll go overboard. How big can the tree be? We got some space to occupy, so it can be bigger than anticipated, I guess. Yeah, I'll place decorations after the tree is done. Okay, I haven't really built trees. Not a big fan of building foliage. I feel like it's hard to get it to look natural. That only really looks like stone. Can you shut up? Yeah, do some drugs. Heal up. See, it looks weird. It just looks weird. I don't know how to make a tree. It's like a dead tree. How do I make the branches? Stop the violence against the witch. Why? That's a bun. Bun. Bun! We're doing a Salem theater play. We're just inspecting your build and you chose violence. I always choose violence. You know this already. Why are you even surprised about this? How do I make a dead tree? What do I use for... What do I use for the leaves? Can I use cucumbers for leaves? I like that idea. I'll make them float. Can I make them float? Please tell me I can make them float. No, I can't make them float. How does one make a dead tree? I've never had this dilemma. What if I use the mangrove roots as leaves? Right? It looks dead enough. I mean, the roots look like dead leaves. Okay. I thought those were witches on a broom. It's just phantoms though. Minecraft isn't that cool yet. Right, let's let's build the branches. Nope. No. Come on. Why am I making this more complicated than it has to be? Okay, that doesn't look that bad. It looks organic. It looks organic. Let's get the other things going for this. There we go. And then these ones. I don't know how many branches do I want. Do you want 5? Do we want 4? Do you want 3? I want this to make... I want to make it go up a little bit. Right? It looks like dirt. It looks like I'm making a dirt tree. I wish I could make the leaves like whitish. I can't though. I don't think there is any material we can use that's gonna remotely look like leaves and be white. Yeah, we can make one like go up, although those usually look funky. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay. Could look worse. Could look honestly worse. I'm happy with it so far. Let's see. Doesn't look that bad. Looks very funky, but doesn't look that bad. What do you use for leaves? Do we stick to the dead mangrove? To the mangrove roots? I don't want wither skeleton. Wither roses. I could try to use iron bars for the leaves. Right? How funky is that gonna look? Honestly, no more funkier than it already looks. Let's see. Did it actually look good? I don't think so, honestly, but... Huh? Does it look okay? I guess we could make it, like, bigger with these. Like, branch it out even more, but I don't think these are good for leaves. Basically. Okay. Then we're gonna do the same thing. I'm already getting stuck in details. And I'm not even, like, done with the facade. Huh. Okay, interesting problem. Okay. And then we do this and we go up a little bit so it looks even funkier. Then we do this so when I brick it, it's like that. Lovely. We can actually see where it is. Then we go up a little bit. Not like that. Up like this. There we go. And then we do this. And we do that. What? Okay, that was my own shadow. Nothing to get alarmed over, I guess. I think this looks a bit better. I don't think it looks a whole lot better, but it looks a bit better. There we go. Right? It has a bit more shape. It isn't just blocks. Okay. We have like about half an hour left of the first hour of the 10 hours. That's good. I can't see it. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, and then we gotta get this one done as well. Nope, down. There we go. You want to be like difficult. Come on, there we go. Then I gotta see where I place the dead leaves and if those even make sense anymore. Because I feel like this looks pretty fine. Okay. Right? That looks okay. That honestly looks pretty okay. Still looks a bit funky, but doesn't look as bad as it did before. Okay, so I can't place corals on that though. That's a bit annoying. This could make sense, like to place corals on these. Give them even more texture. Okay. Apparently these ones don't want to go sideways. Right? Is this gonna be enough or do I need to place the leaves? I feel like the leaves just make it look like a normal tree. This looks like more weird. I guess dead overall, but also a bit weird. Which I'm going more for weird rather than anything else. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Right, because this is technically like it did come out of water. So for there to be like actual leaves on it, it doesn't really make sense. Right? It looks okay. Now how on earth am I gonna light it? I think I'm gonna use chains. Right? Because if I use some chains and then some, let's see if it's gonna work with normal. Ooh, we could try using candles. But we can place string underneath them to make them float. We can see how that's gonna look. Like from far away enough, it shouldn't really seem like there's anything amiss. I need blocks though to get that set up. Like that. Wait, how do I place the goddamn candles? I know it can work, but I don't know how. Wait, can I not make the candles float? Oh, I can just make them float. Okay, I don't need the string. Wait, actually the candles without that? Ooh, that's actually gonna look better. I need there to be less candles. That many? It looks funky. Like about two max. Right, this is gonna look okay. I need to light them as well because I'm gonna forget what they are because they blend in with everything else. Alright. Oh, yeah. That's gonna look cool. And then, how about a frog light? If I use one in the ground, like to light the tree up. Otherwise it's gonna be really hard to figure out what the hell is going on with this thing. Okay. We just gotta place more candles around here. Okay, there we go. I'm just basically gonna have to place them all around this. And it should look fine. And it should light it during nighttime. Because that's something I'm more concerned about. If we get this right, it should look pretty cool. It should look better during nighttime rather than daytime. Let's place some on the tree as well. In reality, it would burn down, but this isn't reality. Okay. And then I can place some more up here. I just gotta place them all around this. Okay. I don't want them to all be the same level because that's gonna look very symmetrical, which we're not going for. It's gotta be asymmetrical. There we go. Because, yeah, apparently floating candles from a tree that's literally emerged from the water is a thing. Because candles will definitely work underwater. I don't think about that. We don't have to think about that. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to look pretty. Can I place a candle on this? No. What to try, I guess. Does that look good? I mean, it doesn't necessarily look bad. At least that. Right, and then we do this. Right, and then that's okay. Now, do I do it all around or do I just leave the front? For now, I've just been doing the front of everything. Because, like, who's gonna look from behind? I'm not gonna go behind and show you the back of it. It just has to look good from the front. Okay, so that's the tree done. I guess. It looks fine. Now, I gotta figure out what we're gonna do behind the goddamn tree. Let's go back to our quartz. I need to get some pillars going. Right, so I'm gonna do a pillar here, and we're gonna do it like a 2x2. Would that work? I feel like that would work. And then I'm gonna move it a bit behind the tree. Right, because then otherwise it's gonna look very wonky. How much space did I leave? 3. Okay, 3. Okay. Right, we just gotta size these. Not size them, just place them as, I don't know, points to take into consideration in the future. And then 3. So it'll be here. That's annoying. There we go. So that's that. That's the tree. Those are the pillars that are gonna go behind it. And then I need still to space this out. So like 1, 2, 3. So here. So this. Like that. There we go. And then 3 again. 3. Like here. And that's basically it. Those are going to be the pillars that are going to go behind the tree. And we're going to figure things out along the way. Oh, that looks pretty. But the top of the tree isn't lighted. What if I do that? That looks weird. What if I do this? That looks better. Yeah, okay, that looks fine. That actually looks fine. The candles are nice. That? No. What's that? I don't want to see no green here. They're dead. Everything's dead. Nope. Now we gotta build up. Basically gotta just build the pillars. And then I'm gonna figure out how I think I'm gonna just use black concrete again to block the behind of this. Right? The same we did for the prison. Because, I don't really want to do the interior. 10 hours is a lot. If we finish with the outside and like what's around it as well before like we finish, I guess, before the time's up, then I guess that's fine. But for now, I think we're just gonna chill. Gotta get some sleep now. Have a good rest of your stream and see you later this week. Bye. Bye, Fiat. Thank you for hopping in today. Have a good night. See you later, I guess. I mean, in other streams. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, so our 1 hour is gonna, our first hour of the 10 hours is gonna finish in 16 minutes. 17, actually. So once that's up, I will probably wrap it up for today. Hello, buddy. Bye-bye. I think the most work we're gonna do on Friday. Just because I don't have school the next day. So, time is gonna be easier to manage. Okay, no. There we go. That. Nope. This is starting to look okay. To me, it still looks like as if I'm trying to mimic something from Lord of the Rings, but it doesn't matter. It looks fine. Okay. This is gonna be... Okay, well, what if I just get, like, each of them up to the level I want them and then move on to the next one? Because this is annoying. I don't want to go around. This would be so hard if we couldn't fly. Right. Nope. And then this. Right, okay. Because then I'm gonna do like the ceiling, sort of like a round. I'm gonna round it off a bit. At least part of it, because it's gonna still like merge with the mountain. So we're gonna see how that looks in the end. There you go. Okay, let's get this one up. Basically just gonna have to get each one of them up to the level we wanted them to be. Right, next one. This is so annoying. Why can't I just fill them? I guess I could, but that's... We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I don't want to start looking at coordinates and all that. No, what's not. Right, up with the pillars. Down. Up again. And this is how we spend our Minecraft nights. Building pillars. No, my tree connects to my pillars. No, you're not allowed to do that. It's gonna look weird. Because in reality, you'd build around the tree, right? I mean, how would the tree even get there? You'd plant it. When it was like a baby. Maybe. Okay, we still have so much to go. We have plenty of time to finish it. And also make it like... Pardon me. Extend it so that it's obvious it's like coming out of the water. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to emphasize that in order for it to be noticeable. And not just like an idea. All right. Okay. I think I'm gonna try. Actually, I don't have time to start the ceiling. I think we're gonna go for the ceiling next. Like the second hour, we're gonna focus on the ceiling. Because I've started the, I mean, I guess, front of this. Although I'm pretty sure we're only gonna build the front of it. But I've started the front and I've also built the tree. Like the dead coral tree, basically. So I'm hoping I can get these done before the time's up. But I don't think we will. 12 minutes for 5 columns. It's plenty of time. Then I can start shaping the roof a little bit. Try to see how that would look like. Maybe make it a bit over like the big balcony, which has the tree, so that I can put water on that as well. Right? I feel like that would look okay. It would look pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm thinking around the thing, we can make some, like, I guess smaller houses with the same style as the main building, right? And also have some live corals there. Maybe even make like a replica of our tree, but with actual colorful corals. Even though that's probably going to be a bit too colorful. We'll have to see how that's going to work for us. Alright, let's get that. There we go. Nope. Come on, don't make them invisible. I can't see if I'm placing them correctly. This one wrong. There we go. There we go. The column is visible. Alright, and then, oops. 2 more rows. Oh, morning. This is gonna make it look really pretty. Probably prettier than it is. Right, but at the beginning of the second hour, we're gonna spin the wheel again. We're gonna see if we get as lucky as we've gotten so far with our results for the wheel. How much time? 10 minutes. Approximately. What the hell is that? Skelly? Was that noise the Skelly? It really doesn't sound like a Skelly. Okay, some of these are placed wrong. This one. There we go. And then the last pillar, which isn't even full, I think. Oh no, it is. I placed it specifically so that I would have to build it completely. Lovely. I'm glad I'm trying to save myself time. Doesn't really feel like it. There we go. Come on. Okay. Oh, wow. Well, that's starting to look like something. I'm gonna give it that. Now, that water is gonna be a problem. Gonna see if we're gonna keep it or if I'm gonna like start building beneath like different balconies so that it merges in with everything, because the water is gonna block stuff from showing. Right, let's get the roof going. See where we want it actually. I said I wanted to be round, but I mean how round? Guess that could work. It just has to look right. I mean, it's fairly easy to get it wrong. Don't want it to look too lopsided. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, and for this, I need to round it off. How am I gonna round it off without making it look too weird? Guess it looks okay. That looks wrong. Okay. There we go. I mean, I'm basically just replicating what's underneath it. Sure feels like that. Okay, this is gonna be straight from here. There we go. For that part, it's gonna be all straight. And then here we're gonna start bringing it in. There we go. Right. 5 minutes. How does it look? Not that bad. Honestly, it could be way worse. Okay, so now we just gotta bring this up and in, basically. Alright, okay. There we go. And then we... What do I do here? Wait, do we just... I could just keep it straight like that. It looks pretty nice. Still, it looks very Greek inspired, but I don't have a problem with that. We're gonna say it's Poseidon inspired, and there we go. We keep the water theme going. You know, I just gotta fill this in. Yeah, we should be fine. Do you have time for me to fill this in 3 minutes? I don't think so. Hopefully I don't miss when the time is up. Let's see. There we go. Nope. Let's see. Okay. Right, and then Oh, come on. I'm building more, like, around it rather than where I'm supposed to actually build. There we go. And then... And then... How much time do we have? 2 minutes. Okay, we're good, we're good. I shouldn't be that stressed about the clock. It's fine, it's fine. Considering our stress last week was completely different towards the clock compared to how it is now. This is relaxing. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Okay, okay. Looks nice, looks nice. There we go. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. If I get the edge done, should be fine. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna fill this in, but... There we go. Perfect. Uh-huh. Looks fine. That looks actually fine. Right. 1 minute. To bring some of this in. Like to build some of this. Nope. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm trying to fill as much as I can. 40 seconds on the D clock. So very little time left. There you go. Okay, okay. There you go. Nope. Nope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Stop. Right. That's the first hour. That's the first hour of the 10 hours. And it's starting to look like something. I'm gonna have to polish the columns though, because I feel like there's too many. Like I'm gonna probably cut and leave like cut one in between each of them, maybe. Or maybe like cut these two, right? Like this and that. And then maybe one in between, one in between. Because it looks a bit too busy, right? There's too much going on. But it looks nice. It looks nice. Then I can start doing the area around it with water. And yeah, it's starting to take shape. It's looking nice. But yeah, that is the beginning of our 3-part challenge. Can we even call it that? We're already done with the first 2 parts, like the 10-minute and the 1-hour challenge. We built the jellyfish and the prison. I mean, facade of the prison, front of the prison, I guess, and something that's escaping apparently from it. So yeah, that's that. And then we started a 10-hour build with our spinny wheel. And that's it for today, basically. We've gotten that down. We've gotten that down. Have a nice evening. Thank you. You as well, Soroko. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sticking around till the end. And hopefully I'll see you Wednesday for next stream. So yes, Wednesday is our next stream. We're gonna continue this. We're gonna spin the wheel at the beginning and for every hour that passes and see what on earth we're gonna get from it. Hopefully nice things. Only nice things. But there are some things that aren't nice there. So yeah, that's that for today. I'll see you guys on Wednesday and have a great day or a great night, I guess. And yeah, see you Wednesday if you want to hop in for that stream.